Hello and good evening and welcome to another edition of the Innervibe show on S-Ence Radio. It's Sunday, the 24th of March 2013. Welcome to the show and welcome to my co-host, Miss Blue.
Good evening. Hello. It's Sunday the 24th of March and it's -1 degrees.
Yeah. Remember this time last year?
It was sunny.
Yeah.
We were sitting in the park.
Sunny, it was warm.
Yeah.
20 degrees.
It was 20, I swear it was like 25.
It was not 21 actually.
Really?
Yeah.
And we were sitting in
Checked
the park.
it earlier today. But it was warm. It was really warm. Yeah, we were sitting in the park, innit? And today we're sitting in the home with our coats on and scarves and hats and shit on. Oh well, what a contrast. What a difference a year makes.
It makes me think like, are we ever going to get a summer?
Well, it's not technically summer anyway, is it? It's spring.
Or are we ever going to get out of winter then?
That's a good question. I'm not the weather bringer, so it's a question I can't really answer, unfortunately. I wish I could say yeah.
Is it God or is it heart?
Good question. Or a bit of both, eh?
Huh?
A bit of both.
Yeah.
No, because, I don't know, because they have got weather like this in March before. 2008 brings to mind where it was snowing.
Okay.
At least at the beginning of March anyway.
Okay.
Not sure towards the back end right now, but apparently this is the last of it and it's going to start to, well, the snow's going to at least melt.
I'll be grateful just for that at this point. At this point, definitely. No more snow and stuff.
Snow, go away.
Come back.
Another day.
Next year.
Next year. Yeah.
What is it? No, you know how like on Facebook, because like where I stay you can't really see like the window unless you look out of it.
Okay.
So you know on Facebook you know how people complain about, oh yeah, look, something like stop putting statuses off. I'm sure we all own windows, but it's actually helped me. Okay. People talking about the snow and complaining, because I look at my Facebook and be like, I'll stay in today. Okay.
Anywho.
Yeah.
Are we actually broadcasting? Are we on air? Okay.
Seen.
Anyway, it was. I'll check on it. But anyway, yes. What's going on in the world?
Tell me.
You tired?
No, well, we went to London, so I'm still catching up with that.
Okay. Yeah. You youngsters, eh? And we were your age.
Don't give me one of those ones, please.
When I was a kid. Oh dear. Yeah, so in the news today, brawling mothers on school run hit, scratched and ripped out hair of another parent, leaving her bleeding so badly she needed an ambulance.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Mothers Sharon Nyberg, 43, and Jolene Angus, 26, admit a fray. They attacked another parent at school in Alnwick, Northumberland, that's North England. The third mother, Carleen Balmra, 28, faked Facebook chat to try and help pair escape justice. Oh dear.
Wow.
Oh dear.
It's not very good for the children, is it, to see their mums scrapping?
But I mean, mothers nowadays, or women nowadays, not all, so don't jump on about ladies. You have become like men, not just mentally, but also in a lot of cases emotionally. And now you want to scrap in public. It's not unladylike. Well, it's very unladylike, isn't it? There seems to be a lack of confusion to what a woman really is. Do you know what I mean today? And because I hate some women just effing and blinding, and it's it's just disgusting some of the things which some women come out with. Really do are beginning to act like men, and it's not a nice sight. Even the ones, even the ones who claim that they're feminine because they've got their heels on, and they can arch their back and stick out their batty. You know what I mean? But yeah, they got a fag in their mouth saying, "Yeah, you fucking cunt."
No, do you know what? Yeah.
I'm sick of this shit,
You know,
man.
like, I can understand, right? Listen, I can understand a mother being protective of her children.
Yeah, definitely.
Like a like a lioness. But just scrapping.
You know what I mean?
It's so stupid. Because I've seen it like within like myself and my friends. Like anyone picks on my little nephew or something, you're ready.
Yeah.
But you keep it classy.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not sure what's classy about fighting now.
No, not fighting. You just keep it classy in general, unless you're being defensive.
So, okay, let's go into this topic of class.
Okay.
Because I'm on a couple of dating sites here.
Okay.
And
like?
There's quite a few of them.
Okay.
I don't need to mention them. Anyway. And a lot of women, so that they're classy. Well, my pictures are classy.
Okay.
Pictures are classy. When they've got their heels on, short skirts, bending over, lollipop in their mouth.
What? On dating sites? Is that a porn site?
Hang on a minute, I'm telling you. You want to see some of these pictures of some of these women selling themselves to men, just so they can find love or find a date, or some of them just find a shack for the night. That's the harsh reality of it, isn't it?
Oh my god.
So I'm saying, classy. I mean, let's redefine the term classy.
Okay.
Because not many women are very classy nowadays. It goes back to what I was saying earlier on about the way that they are verbally spitting out so much profanity whilst they've got their arch-backed heels on. You fucking cunt!
Okay. Alright, define your definition of classy to me then.
A woman who doesn't have to dress provocatively, bits hanging out, and who can put a few sentences together without swearing.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Simple.
Simple, really. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, see, like, in terms of, like, not how women carry themselves off in front of men, but just in general. Like, you know, because, like, over the past few weeks, I've been catching up with some old friends and stuff. It makes me think, like, you know, like, they've gone their path, I've gone mine. But, like, some of them still haven't changed. Like, you know, they have this sort of, like, this is what I hate about amongst women, is that they have this bitchiness amongst them and this cattiness.
You know what?
And I think that's not classy at all.
It's not classy. They need to stop watching Americans Top Model and all this garbage on the television.
Exactly.
That in itself is programming them. And I know women in general are quite feisty towards each other as well, aren't they? But I think a lot of these TV programs are making them even more because they're their archetypes, and you know, a lot of people do emulate what they see on the TV, as we talk about quite a lot. Do you know what I mean? They do emulate these artists, whether consciously or subconsciously.
Because like,
I
was talking to some friends and stuff, and they were like, "Oh yeah, she's a bitch. She fucking did this," and I'm like thinking, "Wow." and then they were like to me, "Oh yeah, do you remember when you had beef with that girl and all this?" And I just sort of said, "You know what? I've sorted it with her, and I just don't like having bad vibes with anyone. Like, is my energy wasted?" And that's the thing. That's the kind of empowerment I want to do to girls, because I'm like, do you know what? If you're, you know, when you have a bad vibe and you have this, like, okay, fair enough, everyone gets jealous at one point, but don't let it take over your life, like, seriously, because you know what, that is just great potential wasted, and it's wasted on negative, like, it's negative energy, and it's, there's no need for it. So, you know, and once you let go of those bad vibes, you know what, it's so much, you're more free, and that's when you can truly say you're a interdependent woman.
And keeping on the topic of women, let's go to men. There was a headline. Men expect sex after 3 dates. Now, this is something I've been talking about just recently to a few friends of mine. Men expect sex after 3 dates. Surprising truths behind the modern dating game revealed.
Wow.
Well, let me just put some sort of spanner in the works with this one, because it's not just men, it's women as well. They expect to have sex on the first, second or third date also. And a lot of them do that. You get me? So, if a woman, I mean, right, in my opinion, a woman should wait, a man should wait. We should both wait until we really get to know each other. I mean, I'm guilty of it also. I'm guilty of slap and banging. You know what I'm saying? No doubt. Not slapping physically in that sense.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Derogatory terminology I'm using. I'm not sorry, but it's how it is.
Yeah.
I'm guilty also, like a lot of men are. Of just having sex with women first, second, third night of meeting. There's no way you could possibly know someone, you know, on a deeper level in that length of time. Do you know what I mean? And I think we need to redefine what, you know, relationships and the longevity of them. How can we get more longevity out of relationships? Because one way you won't be able to get is by sleeping with a girl or sleeping with a woman first or second or third night. Some of us may be lucky and spend the rest of our lives with that person, but you know, more often than not, you'll find that the novelty will wear off because it was so easy to get into the pants in the first place. You know what I mean? The rest of that story goes, survey reveals fascinating insights into romance in the 21st century. Women now spending less on grooming before a date than men. Oh dear. Men expect sex on the third date, but women prefer to wait until the fifth. Yeah, right, give me a break. Both sexes spending fortunes preparing for dates that could end in sex.
Scene. Wow.
Oh dear. On the first date, men are most likely to pay for dinner and drinks, with most couples tending to split the bill from the second date onwards. But by the third date, men expect sex, and are willing to smash their cash to hurry the romance along. Wow. Dear, 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 dear. This is the society that we're living in now, isn't it? Check this out. Adults spend an average of £47 on a first date. Me and I spend that much on a woman on no first date. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? She'd have to buy her own shit. You get me? Unless she can prove to me, right, that she's the one, that she's genuine, and that she ain't following on this celebrity garbage, then me I spend that money on her. See what I'm saying? Sure. Anyway. Oh dear.
Yeah, I'm keeping myself innocent for as long as possible.
Yeah, it makes sense. It does make sense.
Yeah.
Well, women prepare for a first night of passion by waxing their legs, that's 58% of them, buying new lingerie, 32%. So you know that they want that man to see them knickers and that bra. You know what I mean? Hang on a minute, why are you spending £32 on lingerie if you don't want the man to see it? Give me a break. And waxing their bikini line, 17%. Come on now. What, just in case? Well, we use that just in case principle, don't we?
Unless these women follow a certain culture,
yeah,
where it's normal, like they have to. Cause
like modern culture, you mean?
No.
What do you mean?
Like not waxing in general, but there are some cultures. In my culture and my friends' cultures, basically, religion is based on religious beliefs and stuff. But a woman. But anyway, women they shouldn't be having sex before marriage anyway. But listen, but in general, like the reason why a lot of women go to the beauty salons from certain cultures is because every 40 days they have to make sure that they have to get rid of the hair, basically.
Okay.
It's just basically it's more for like purifying. It doesn't mean that they have to get it waxed, they can shave or whatever. But yeah, it's for purifying reasons.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
You learn something new every day.
Really? Well, men groom their pubic hair is also.
Oh, it is also for men as well. That applies to men.
Seriously?
Too. Yeah.
My God. Well, 27% of men groom their pubic hair anyway. Sure. Anyway, 15% of men buy new bed linen. Awesome. And it goes on to say, the money is being spent wisely, as men say their biggest turn-offs are hairy upper lip, dirty sheets and hairy legs. Okay. and women are turned off by dirty sheets, untidy nails, and an untidy bedroom. Okay, I better keep my bedroom up. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Funny though.
Oh dear. Wow, it's interesting, isn't it? Modern dating. I mean, going back to the websites, the dating sites, it's just amazing what some of the lengths. I mean, I've even heard a lot of people talk about who are on these dating websites, some of the lengths that men go to get a date, and some of the women also, the lengths what they go to get a date. It's quite astonishing. I've been on one of them for about 3-4 years, just monitoring and observing what's going on.
I have a story actually about one of these dating sites. As someone that I know, basically, I think all women are beautiful and all this. But that saying, this woman, she didn't really take care of herself. Like, she was very, extremely overweight. She had facial hair.
Okay.
She needed to shave basically.
So
I know this sounds really bad, yeah. But like, yeah, it wasn't great, and like, yeah, she wasn't like, anyway. So she met this guy on a dating site and everything, and he started chatting to her, and like, a lot of people would say that, you know, he's a very good looking young man, very, you know, good looking, tall, well built, you know. And yeah, so everyone was wondering like, why, like, I know this sounds really bad, but people thinking, why is he going for her, like he's way out of her league sort of thing. And then so they went on a date, and she was saying, oh, it was amazing, we slept together, la 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 la. And then unfortunately a week later, when she tried to sort out a second date, he said to her, I wanted to see what it was like to sleep with an ugly fat woman. It was,
oh my god.
She was really upset, like it was really bad, but you know, it was terrible.
Oh no.
I know, really bad. I felt, you know, like my heart was just thinking, but then I was thinking, you know what, you shouldn't.
She shouldn't have taken goddamn self on to sleep with him anyway.
Yeah.
So it's her fault. I'm not business. You know, I'm not business anymore. You know, because a lot of women just cry about this, cry about that. Don't take yourself, go a man's yard and go sit down upon him. Don't make no sense. It just don't do it. Just don't do it. Just save yourself, innit? And men, come on, man. We need to stop taking out our ding-a-ling and just splashing it all over the place.
I'm just being disrespectful towards women, because
women need to stop being disrespectful towards themselves also.
Exactly.
You get me?
Yeah, it's a two-way thing, definitely. Sure. But you know, I think, you know what, in a sense as well, like I think because of like the people I'm surrounded with, like yourself, Justice, my family, chivalry is very much alive in my circles. So when I hear of stuff like this, I think in a sense it's good, because I have such high expectations of how a man should be and how I should be around men. And then I just think like these women are so disadvantaged because they don't have that, and they need to have that.
But again, they're being taught by these celebrities, isn't it? They seem to be the educators, whether they accept it or not, or realise it or not. It's filtering into them on a subconscious level, and this is why I keep going on about the subconscious, that we act from our subconscious mind. So anything which has been, anything that we see, hear, even touch and feel, is stored in our subconscious. It's a storehouse of information, and it's there, and then ultimately one day we will act upon that information which is stored there, if we're not aware. So we have to become more and more aware of the programming which is going on around us, which is impacting on our consciousness.
It's sad though, isn't it? Like, he just straight said, I want to see what it's like to sleep with a fat, ugly woman.
That is bad.
Not nice.
But she should have just calmed herself and don't get so damn horny. And
I think women are very insecure though, like men and women. No, men are insecure, but women are. So she probably thought that I don't look like one of them girls on the TV, so the only way a man's gonna even get with me is if I sleep with him, if I put out. So
yeah, and that's what a lot of women do. They do that so they can get a boost, but ultimately it ends in disaster.
Yeah,
it ends just
like that.
Just like that. I mean, really have to think about this. And who's going to educate our children? I mean, it should be the parents who are educating the children so they don't make some of the mistakes that we've made. The problem is, a lot of the parents nowadays are being taught by the TV.
Yeah.
A lot of the parents are allowing their, I mean, I'm still seeing it, their children, especially the young girls, to go out dressed in what is deemed as today's fashion, which is sexy. It's sexy clothing. They're allowing their 13 and 14-year-old girls to walk out of the house with tights on. They're not even checking what they're wearing. Tights, tight tops, so their boobies are hanging out. I mean, come hello, I mean, hello.
Do you know what?
Aren't they realising what's going on?
No, but do you know what? Yeah, the other day, you know when we came back from London, so I was walking back to my place, and I live near all the bars. So like, there was 2 girls wearing, you know, it was snowing. Remember, it was freezing.
It was proper cold that night.
It must have been like -10. Yeah.
Not that cold.
Oh no, but yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It felt like that.
It felt like that.
Yeah, and I was walking, and there was these 2 girls. They were wearing like crop tops and pom-pom shorts, walking like it was summer.
But they're like that as well?
No, they were strutting like it was summer, like it was 15 degrees in the shade. And I was thinking, maybe they've got a beer coat on or something, but you know, damn.
It's bad, isn't it?
It's bad enough wearing that sort of stuff in the summer, but to wear it in the winter, well, in the spring/winter.
What? I'm perplexed by all this, you know. It perplexes me.
Do you know what? It's simple. To break it down to you. We live in a retarded society.
Yeah, simple as that. And stupid is now the new cool.
Exactly, it's simple.
I mean, it's freezing.
It's like I've seen enough people, yeah, walk out without a coat and stuff. Okay, fair enough, sometimes I do it, but I get warm easily, yeah. But in this one, I've seen people walk out without a coat because they want to look nice.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm thinking, do you know what? If you're complaining about cold, it's your fault because you want it to look good.
Yeah.
Instead of stay warm.
And again, it's because of the TV, isn't it?
I've got a story myself.
Okay.
Oh, come on, technical man.
I don't know if you remember about November 2010. There was a point where it reached -13.
Here in England?
Yeah, November 2010, I remember it, November the 11th, I think it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it was -13 outside, about 8 in the morning. I was going to the charity shop, and across the road, I was about to cross the road, and on the other side there was this guy in shorts and sandals.
Okay,
No top.
awesome.
-13, no top, shorts and sandals, that's it.
Wow.
This is truth, I'm not chatting crap. That was what I witnessed.
Wow.
Shorts and sandals.
Was it sunny outside?
In town, you know. It was cloudy as well. It was -13.
I don't get it.
I want to try and get into the minds of some of these people. I think before the winter's out, we should go with our camera. Because we haven't done that. I think, you know, we need to get one of these girls who are in their high heels, pom-pom shorts, so you can see the tips of their body, and with their, what do you call their boob tube tops, as you said. We need to go and ask them, why?
Why are you wearing that? Then, do you know what?
Why? Please tell me. I need to know, because I'm confused.
Yeah. Similar to Kevin's story. Now this is what you know what I find, yeah, when people in this country, when people see the first sign of sun.
Yeah, that's it.
Because it was February. I remember a couple of years ago, February, it was freezing. And then I think it had just snowed like a few days before, and then the sun came out and the snow had all melted, and there was a lady pushing her pushchair with her baby. She was wearing shorts and a bikini top.
Wow.
On Uppingham Road.
Wow. Wow.
And me and my friend were like, wait, is it summer? It was sunny, but you know, it wasn't that hot.
I'm intrigued. No, seriously, I wanna ask some of these people, man, especially the ones who are going out on the road at night time, going clubbing. Why?
Why? Just why?
I think we know the answers, though, don't we?
Because they want to look good.
They want to look sexy, innit?
Ain't nothing sexy about shivering in the cold.
Are some of these out to get some at the end of the night? Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what basically you get people in clubbing.
So it's easier access.
Yeah.
Wow. Anyway, let's go to a break, man. Sure. Let's drop some blue, local legends.
Okay. Make me feel extra special. Hey. But when you write the check out, make sure you get the name straight though. Alright. Check it out. I feel like a local legend in about 7 galaxies. Plus I got angels in heaven that wanna battle me, but I'm a celebrity. It better be cheese involved and no shows go down unless a few G's are tossed. I let my heat speak when niggas start breathing hard, cause that's when they scheming on the niggas that be beaming it. Ay, my shit be shining like the sun of the sun. Plus I hug up on a diamond cause your dimes get jealous of them. Jugs busting out like gelatins, buns like onions, and I cry every time that I smell them. Good heavens, I'm heaven sent but only in the present tense, telling niggas exactly how long in hell we've been. I'm 23 and haven't felt since 10. Didn't graduate and never lifted bells in the gym. Skinny, I weigh $1.89 and a penny. And when Penny Hardaway fell off, I started spitting. Since then, these niggas been ducking me. No discussion, I spit it so disgusting. I look ugly when I bust it, and it's funny your honey still wanna touch it, even though she know my money is on crutches. Fuck it, fuck it. Ay, bump this. Ay, trunk shit. Got me feeling like Geronimo, rock Marciano monologue, puffing cigars with my towel on. We all 3-star generals, be still principles imprinted in my mental with my pad and my number 2. No, so don't play me till you buy me, and then your bitches whippings where you find me, and where she rewinds me until she finds me, and we ride deep off the weed wine, recline. Skeeting on the Jaguar design, she gassed off the fast cars we drive, we live, last call at the bar, we arrive, ball smashed in, talking about I gotta take a fat piss, and I end up hitting up some fat chick, squeeze her in the backseat, hit her with some fat dick, scratch. So what I said it twice, I say the same every night, lay a day very right, she take the pain very nice, and if I get her off the goose, it's a scary sight, and we'll take the blame if it's loose and berry pipes, begging Barry White, she must have thought I was the marriage type, the way I take care of mics, psych, I tell it like it is, sell it like it's white, raise the price like it's China, then I sell it off to miners, you can cactus in the caddy truck behind ya, blowing on the finest marijuana, let the DJ remind ya.
Yes, that was a Flying Lotus production. All you connoisseurs of hip hop will know that, you know, that beat, that sound from Flying Lotus. What was we talking about before the break, before our music break?
People dressing in like next to nothing in the winter, and why? Straight why?
Yeah. I just want to know. And I'm going to find out.
Okay.
Do you think people would admit that that they're actually cold, but they just don't want to wear any clothes? They just want to come out like that, and will they admit that they're cold?
Well, I've chatted to some people. Do you remember Occupy?
Mm-hmm.
And obviously when I went one night, you know, when it was like club Saturday night, and there was a girl there, and she was really tipsy and stuff, and she was like, "Oh, aren't you guys cold?" And she was wearing like
nothing.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, and I was like, "Aren't you cold?" And she was just like, "Oh, I love this dress, and I've got a beer coat on anyway." So,
there you go.
Yeah.
It's that alcohol, and it gives layers and layers and layers of warmth.
Yeah.
Gosh. You know, I feel sorry for the kids now, or children, I should say, the teenagers coming up, because one of the only forms of excitement, things to look forward to, based on what modern culture is programmed into them, is the drink culture. Going out, getting sloshed.
Yeah.
going out partying, even going out to restaurants and that. I mean, I'm seeing a hell of a lot more kids who are going out to restaurants all the time.
Yeah.
Now this is putting money back into the system, and half the time you don't even know what you're eating in these restaurants anyway. I'm not saying not to go to restaurants, but what I'm saying is that we're far too quick to spend without any thought.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There seems to be a lack of awareness. I mean, look at the economy. I'm not saying that we should be in any sort of fear, but you know, people don't seem to realise that the economy may well crash very soon. And talking about the economy crashing, look what happened to Cyprus. We'll come back onto the topic of sex shortly, because it's a topic which needs to be aired more and more, I believe.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But we'll go on to the financial collapse.
Yeah.
Because it's happening in Cyprus.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a headline in the Mail online which states, "All we can do is pray." Cyprus teeters on the brink of financial collapse as bank restricts customers to €100 withdrawals, and President flies to Brussels to beg for help. Now, was it last week or the week before where they took 10% of their savings in Cyprus? The bankers took 10% of their savings. Can you Adam and Steve this? Unbelievable. You know? Now, I wonder if we're going to take heed here in England, because it seems that people are just not giving two hoots about what's going on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It says there, World Bank chief, meltdown could be contagious. Hello, contagious means spread, ripple effect, and infect other nations. And that's the World Bank chief. The World Bank chief is the guy who's in charge of the money, okay? So he knows, at least he's letting people know, do you know what I'm saying? Giving people warning. Thousands of protesters voice anger as Cyprus nears deadline tomorrow. Nicosia, which is the capital of Cyprus, agrees with lenders on 20% levy on BOC deposits over €100,000. I'm not sure what BOC stands for. Cypriot government negotiations are very delicate and deadlines tight. EU says the island must raise €5.8 billion on its own before it gets a $10 billion bailout.
Wow. Well, this is what we've been sort of studying in our law lessons, really. Like money modern mechanics is this thing that I've been looking at. I haven't had my laptop for a while, so can't look at it anymore. But I think we all need to gain an understanding of what money is and how it works really, and how it started really, and what you know what I mean. And we also all need to understand that nothing backs money, because back in the day it was gold, but there's no gold. They're just fake promise notes, and the only thing that backs it is our energy.
There is gold, but
it's all stolen.
Yeah. And it's all hidden in the Federal Reserve. And
it's all inflation. All the money that we have is basically inflation. So people need to understand that. The only thing backing the money is our energy, not gold.
And we need to take that energy and put it somewhere else.
Exactly. But a tip for everyone I can give financially: if you can, invest in gold now and don't sell it.
Yeah. Because
that's the only thing really that has value in terms of money. That is the real money, really. But really, the real wealth is us. Our energy is the real wealth. But
we've just got to start feeding the system, as I've said on previous shows and in previous articles which I wrote. We have to start feeding the system, and it goes back to people going out clubbing and spending money on dresses and so forth. We have to stop it. It has to stop.
Yeah, stop.
It has to stop. I mean, this is one of the reasons why we do the campaign. It's called Sexual and Consumer Exploitation. It's because of this very topic. Because it covers everything. It's people want to look sexy, even men want to look sexy. So what do? They go out and spend.
Yeah, exactly.
They work harder in order they can spend more on looking more sexy. So it's a vicious cycle. And this is the thing about being body conscious. Yes, we have to be body conscious and aware. Well, we need to be more aware of our body and our mind and our emotions, but not to the point of where we just go to the gym to look a certain way so we can fit in a dress or fit in this suit perfectly. We got it all mixed up. We got it all wrong. So, I mean, it's about looking after the health. It's about looking after our minds. It's about looking after our emotions. It's about looking after our spirit. But we're just looking after our. Well, we're not even looking after our body because we're going into the gym, as we said before, previous shows, using angular machines, running on concrete. Eating diet food. You know what I mean? You just got it all wrong.
What in studying like the holistic health that we've been studying, in fact, eating all this shit and going to the gym isn't actually good for you because you're just basically you're speeding up your death basically.
Yeah. And retarding the brain in the process.
Yeah. But I mean, you've had anyway, our energy is something that is definitely being utilised negatively, and like in terms of health, I've had a few stories, in fact happening in Leicester, where people have just dropped, like they look fit as a fiddle, healthy, playing football, and they just drop dead and stuff, and it could be, well, not even could be, it's probably because of the Red Bull that they're drinking and all that. So
because a lot of people do drink that Red Bull and the other alternatives to Red Bull and the energy drinks, and that contain a hell of a lot of caffeine and aspartame. Yeah,
because I've known people to drop dead, not like without any signs of being unhealthy or anything physically, but it's due to heart attacks and stuff. So people really need to consider. Like the thing is, when you try and tell certain people this, they don't want to listen, and they say that, oh, well, these major corporations, you know what, if they were doing something bad, they wouldn't even dare because like we can basically have them up and stuff. And I'm thinking, well, they're doing it now.
Yeah, they're doing it. They don't care. They don't care. It's all for them to make money, and we fell through hook, line and sinker because of our lack of education, our lack of knowledge on these topics. Why isn't anybody really that bothered about researching any of this? Tell me why. It's because they want to look sexy. You know what I mean? They want to look like a whore or look like a whoremonger. That's what I'm saying. Simple as that, man. Do you know what I mean? So watch the horse, like horner. That's what they keep watching, innit? They keep watching me horner, man, and they want to look like me horner, act like me horner.
You know, like, that's another one, she has a lot of potential, definitely. Like everyone. But she's just been sucked in. Like, imagine now with the status that she has, and imagine, like, because you know what, people idol worship her. Imagine if she was positive.
Well, imagine if any of them artists were positive. Imagine if any of them pop artists weren't parading around on stage like whores and whoremongers, men and women, and splashing their bits for all and sundry to see, wearing their Gucci watches and earrings and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Imagine if they weren't doing that. Imagine if they were dressed classily. Imagine if they were talking about reaching a higher rate of consciousness, a higher vibratory frequency. Imagine if they were talking about yoga, about qigong, about eating healthily, drinking spirulina, wheatgrass. Imagine it. Imagine if they were talking about not spending so much money on going out and getting plastered. Well, imagine it. Everybody would follow suit because they are following these asswipes, these clowns, these circus dwellers.
But you know, in the world how it is today and how the industry is today, if there were certain stars doing that, you know they'd kill them off, right?
Yeah, of course. because the guys at the top who are men are controlling these artists and celebrities to portray a certain image so people can follow this image and follow the culture which has been designed and created by Hollywood.
Exactly.
And all its offsprings. You know, I mean, can't we see it? I mean, look at the films. I mean, just look at the films. What films did we watch the other day? In Time.
That cheesy ass film.
Very cheesy. Hot cheese, the hot corn. The hot cheese sprinkled on the hot
And
corn.
MC Justice got completely offended.
Yeah, by the corniness of it. He got burnt by it. But anyway, throughout that film, all the men were dressed in either suits or long tops. They're all dressed up.
And covered.
All the women, high heels, short skirts, short tops, all of them.
And there was like the main girl was running in her high heels.
I know. You wouldn't be able to run in their high heels in this reality, yeah? Come on. Let's get a grip here now. Let's get realistic. Let's show some more awareness because it's shocking, really, isn't it? Oh dear. Angel Heart says she's listening. Hi, Angel Heart.
Hi, Angel Heart.
You should have been here. Well, it's all right, you know. Yes, we're on a rant on this evening. I am a bit.
Yeah.
Anyway, away from the Cyprus doom and gloom of the bankers, which is coming to a city near you. Anyway, moving on.
Actually, let's. I want to do like a little observation that I've like made. I mean, on Thursday we went to London. That was really fun. We went to the British Museum and stuff, and then we went to Shepherd's Bush. And then we went to Brixton, and in Brixton there was a preacher. And people were surrounding this preacher, listening to a talk, and they were debating, and we ended up in a few debates ourselves and stuff, and it was really good. And then I was
about to snap someone's finger off.
Exactly. The other guy.
No, I'm not violent sort of guy.
But anyway, like in Leicester, if we've got enough preachers that stand on the street, and what do most people in Leicester do?
Walk by.
Or hide their face.
Oh, yeah.
Hope they don't see me. Hope they don't see me.
By.
Yeah. So it's just a question I want to ask, like why are people in Leicester so
dead stock?
Not our friends, obviously.
But it's not just Leicester though, in all fairness, it's all over. People are dead stuck. I mean, look what that woman done. She called the police because the guy mentioned something about, which was said in the Bible, it's not his words, about homosexuals. And the woman called the police. What kind of blood? What? Anyway, I'm just about to cuss, not going to cuss. But yeah, do you have an answer to that question?
No.
Right. Anyway. Well, is something else you want to say on the matter? Is that it? Closed book? Okay, let's move on.
No, it's not that.
What's funny? Would you like to share?
It's really bad though.
What's it about?
My nephew just sent something really, I don't know. It's kind of, I don't know.
Anyway.
Shall I read it?
Are you reading people's business again?
No, it's just, my nephew sent me a text, like it's a joke thing. But it's not really a joke, I don't get it, like...
Is it related to this, what we're talking about here? Or?
Yeah, it's related to Britain.
Okay, go on.
Alright, I'll read it out. Okay, a Somalian arrives in London as a new immigrant to the UK. He stops the first person he sees walking down the street and says, "Thank you, Mr. British, for letting me in this country, giving me housing, money for food, free medical care, free education and no taxes." And the passerby says, "You are mistaken, I am Mexican." So the man goes on and encounters another passerby. "Thank you for having such a beautiful country here in the UK." The person says, "I'm not British, I'm Polish." The new arrival walks further and the next person he sees, he stops, shakes his hand and says, what did he say? He goes, thank you for, he goes, are you British? And she says, no, I am from Africa. Puzzled, he asks her, where are all the British? And the African lady checks her watch and says, probably at work.
Okay.
I don't get it.
Okay.
I don't get it at all.
It means that the British are working to pay for the foreigners coming in. Basically, that's what it's saying.
But it's not true though.
No, I know it's not true. Don't attack me. I'm just saying. You know, I welcome everybody in. I mean, this country dry. Well, maybe not dry, but.
No, but like if you look at it on a deep, if you look at it on a deeper level, right? Like, okay, fair. You know how like how all the British people say, oh, it's all because of these foreigners and these immigrants that and they complain, but bless them, you just think, you know what, you're just ignorant and uneducated. But if they really think about it, right, if they was to kick out all the immigrants in this country,
country would fall.
No, well it would. Kick out all the immigrants and then. That's not fair. Kick out all the immigrants. Now you need to take the people from your country that have immigrated to other countries. So you'd have to take back all the North Americans that took the land of the Native Americans, all the Australians that basically like violated the Aborigines, and all the people now who live in Tenerife, Cavas, all the British people who live there. This country would be packed. Yep. It would be full. But they don't think like that, do they?
No, they don't. No, not at all.
And they seem to really like miss out on the fact that, you know what, your queen and your government have stole diamonds from India. She's still got it on her crown. You know, they raped and pillaged the land of Africa. They have basically turned all the Native Americans. They've made them lose their culture and turned them into drunks.
Right.
So. But no, nobody seems to care.
Just like they turn their own people into drunks.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Oh dear. It's all one drunken mess, isn't it? Gosh. Yeah, anyway, more news.
Yeah.
This isn't very good. I mean, none of the news is really good, to be honest. Quite.
They never have like, oh yeah, a rainbow was in the sky today. And stuff like that.
Anyway, a Swedish bus driver forced black people to travel on a separate coach in an apartheid-style incident.
Why?
Wow.
Why?
This was in Stockholm. Now, I don't know why. I wasn't there, Muslim Blue. I'm here in England.
Don't they explain it in the rest?
I'm going to get to it.
Okay.
Black and white people were forced to travel on separate buses in an appalling apartheid-type incident in Sweden, it has emerged. An inquiry has been launched after a bus driver put blacks, Asians and other non-whites onto one bus and all Caucasians onto another in Stockholm. Brilliant. I'm loving this. Yeah, I know, but I am, because racism has never been dead. It's always been there, and this is just another example and proof and confirmation that it still exists, and people need to wake up to it and stop burying their heads in the bloody sand and wake the hell up and stop being retarded. Anyway. Just need to stop being retarded, man. I'm sick of this retardedness. I'm sick of retarded behaviour. I'm sick of retarded. I'm just sick of it.
It's like when people say, oh, well, let's not talk about that. Yeah. And it's like, when it's happening.
Yeah, don't talk about it. Push it under the carpet. It's alright. You can still get a job.
You know the best one? We talked about this the other day, you know, when we were growing up and stuff, and people would be like, oh yeah, you know them Asians, but not you, you're okay.
Yeah, you're a good one. You're one of the good ones. Oh man, I don't know, man. I'm speechless. I'm speechless.
Such is life.
I'm just looking at the side of the, you know, on the Mail Online. At the side you get lots of little ads, in it. And there's one here, Jennifer Lopez. displaying her famous curves in an extremely tight, glittering jumpsuit. Okay. Well, we all know where the kids are getting it from. Dressing like, showing off their camel toes and shit. You know what I mean? Where they're getting it from, the celebrities, isn't it? Now, I know we've jumped the subjects again, and this is one of our favourite subjects, in actual fact, isn't it? Of course, the scam campaign.
Yeah.
Why? I just again, this is, I'm just quite perplexed today.
Yeah. Is that why you've had that perplexed look on your face since I've seen you?
Yeah. Because I don't understand how parents cannot draw the correlation between the way that their kids are dressing and the celebrities. I just can't understand it. I can't understand how parents, if they're not listening to some of the lyrics and watching some of the videos on the way that some of these celebrities are acting on stage, I don't understand how they can not think to themselves, oh, my daughter or son is watching this, and I'm beginning to see resemblances in how she's dressing and how Rihanna is dressing.
Rihanna.
Do you know what I mean? On stage. Can they not see the resemblance?
Clearly not, because they're retarded and dumbed down completely.
We're going to get in so much trouble, you're not using them so retarded.
We did before.
We did.
Well, anyway, we've done this before, we have broke down the word of retarded, so, oh well, such as that.
Yeah. Shall we break it down again, yeah?
Yeah, go on.
Okay, let's break it down again. It means often offensive, affected with mental retardation. That's not the best description, is it?
No.
No. This is the free dictionary, by the way. Occurring or developing later than desired or expected, delayed. Perfect.
Yeah.
They've delayed their own capacity to learn.
Retarded.
It's true.
Wait. Get a definition for stupid.
Because it's a learning disability, isn't it?
Yeah.
Learning disability, yeah?
Yeah.
They've disabled their own learning process.
Yeah.
That's all what people have done, and that's what retarded is. It's people are.
Alright, break down stupid.
Stupid.
Yeah. Because I'm sure we've got in trouble for saying that as well.
Did we?
Yes. And we have to break that down for people too.
Okay.
I'm sure we have been in trouble for saying stupid.
Slow to learn or understand.
Exactly.
Tending to make poor decisions or careless mistakes.
Exactly.
A careless mistake is to allow your daughter to dress like Rihanna. Retarded. Stupid.
Oh yeah, and I think we got in trouble for calling people fools too.
Oh my gosh. Should we break down fool?
Yeah.
Okay, let's continue with stupid first, because it will tie into the fool thing.
Yeah.
Marked by a lack of intelligence or care, foolish or careless. I didn't say that.
Dictionary did.
Dictionary did. Okay, fool. One who is deficient in judgment, sense or understanding, and there's many people who are deficient in the judgments of what they've seen on the TV.
Exactly. So a lot of people, sorry to say,
stupid retarded fools.
Broke it down in 3 words.
We're horrible, aren't we?
It's the truth.
Oh, it's also a dessert made of stewed or purified fruit mixed with cream or custard and served cold.
What? Really?
Fool, isn't it?
Is that what it's
Fool, yeah, it's a dish, isn't it? It's a Arabic dish, isn't it? Fool.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Can take it either way.
Yeah, take it either way. And the last one, a mentally deficient person, and then it says, full stop, an idiot.
We'll break down idiot now.
Oh, shall we?
Are we breaking down idiot?
Oh dear.
Yeah, we're definitely going to get in trouble.
A foolish or stupid person. A person of profound mental retardation, having being unable to learn connected speech or guard against common dangers. Yeah.
I witnessed that last night.
I love the dictionary.
So do I. Let's play some unretarded music, shall we?
Yeah, let's.
Oh dear. So funny. Welcome back. Innervibe show on
S-Ence Radio
with Ross Limbley
and Brother Hurrick.
Indeed. Yes. More news then. It's all about sex.
Baby.
It's all about not you and me.
Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be.
Hollywood cleans up its act. Film bosses cut steamy scenes from blockbusters, claiming moviegoers prefer special effects. Raunchy movies like Basic Instinct no longer a turn on for film fans. Family-friendly films with handsome male leads now more lucrative. More sex on TV and internet, one of the factors behind changing cinematic landscape. Interesting. That's very interesting. Even though you won't see the raunchy scenes as much, you still will see the subtle messages in there. You know what I mean? So they're not going to completely get rid of it, are they? Especially with how they portray the women in the movies, and as we talked about in Time and other movies. In fact, me and my children watched the film last night. What's it called again? The new Oz film?
That Wizard of Oz thing?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's actually quite good. It is good. It's good.
Yeah.
Good film. But again, for a kids' film, the messages in there coming from the women in the film, it's very, very sexualized again. You know, and to be honest, we shouldn't really complain about it, because it is Hollywood after all. I mean, and they are the culture. They created a certain culture back in the 60s. We talked about before. Alan Watts talked about it. That they decided that Hollywood was going to be the main port of call, so to speak, for people to emulate, to derive their fashion from, and derive their culture from, basically. And that was set up in the 60s at, I think it was the equivalent to the Royal Institute of Foreign Affairs, the Council on Foreign Affairs, that's the one, CFR.
I watched, with my friend the other day, I've watched it before, but I haven't watched it since, and obviously now, because I've been exposed to all this sort of knowledge and everything, so I watched this film with like more of a deeper thing. And what was it, you know that film The Runaways? I watched that, and that basically is talking about, like, it talks about the industry and what they want in the industry musically and everything. And it's like, it's based on a true story as well. I mean, I don't know, they got really famous, this band called The Runaways. You know Joan Jett, the one who sings that, I love rock and roll. Yeah. This, before she became Joan Jett the Blackheart, she was in a band called The Runaways. And it was an all-girls band. And there was a producer, quite a famous producer in the rock world, in the music world, called Kim Fowley. And he basically coached the girls. And in the film, it was quite funny. He was like, no, rock is a man's sport. They don't want to see all this pretty. They want your libido. They want your crotch, sort of thing. Yeah. And these are like 15-year-old girls, and he's telling them, you know, like, and the lyrics that he was making them sing, like, hey big boy, what's your style? I'll give you something to live for. Have you, grab you till you're sore. And this is like lyrics a 15-year-old singing. Yeah? And he was like really promoting that, no, you need to be like this, you need to be like that. And then the main girl, Sharika Ree, who actually later on in life, like I think the pressure got to her so much that she started turning to drugs. No 15-year-old can handle stuff like that. And it was like, in the film, like this is all based on true, like they made her like the main thing, like blonde. She was blonde, like underwear, her posing in provocative sexual like ways. Yeah. It's quite an interesting film, and how like the music industry can really mess you up, and then how like basically after this girl band, it especially like not in America so much, but obviously everywhere. A lot of girls started taking inspiration from this band. But obviously they broke up because the main singer couldn't take it anymore. She couldn't take the fame. So it's a good film for people to watch, definitely. If they want to like understand the music industry a bit more.
To get an inkling of what's really going on.
Definitely.
But I mean, it's so very well watching these sort of things, and it's then about taking action.
Yeah, exactly.
Not many people want to take action, unfortunately. They don't have the responsibility to do that. They don't have the ability to respond. Responsibility comes from, and that's unfortunate, especially those people with children.
Yeah.
I mean, we should be taking more care of what we allow our children to watch, more care in and taking in more information of what is happening behind the scenes in Hollywood and so forth. And so all the information is clear and precise and out here for all of us.
Of course. Wow.
And we're not doing it. We're not taking it into account at all, are we? Which is such a shame. Such a shame. And we're not going to go into the rise of sexual assaults and so forth. I mean, but they're going up, and it's probably only when it happens close to home where people will start to take action, and even sometimes then they'll still push it under the carpet, saying it's not related. We're being desensitised by the whole movie industry, by the whole music industry. It's desensitisation, that we accept violence, we accept the sexualisation of children, we accept the objectification of women. Even women are accepting the objectification of themselves now by going out and dressing in a provocative manner.
Yeah, you know, it's weird how you talk about the sexual assaults and stuff, because I remember when I was younger, and I used to hear about certain girls that I knew and they were getting raped and stuff, or sexually assaulted and molested, and I used to think, wow, that is such a big deal, that is disgusting. How could you? I still think that, but then like, I notice it in myself when I'm thinking, like, you know, when I hear, oh yeah, a girl got raped, so and so did this, so and so this has happened to so and so, and even within myself I'm like, I know it's not normal, but it seems normal now, especially in today's society, and it's like you say that to people and they'll be like, oh, it's not like, oh my gosh, it's like, oh.
Yes, it's as if. But
people need to keep saying, oh my gosh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. And stuff. And when that's what concerns me, is that people are having this just sort of like
blasé.
Oh, that's sad. That happens all the time.
It is very blasé, isn't it? Very apathetic approach to these subjects, and we see it firsthand because we haven't had the support which we think we should be getting and which we deserve. Because of the actual topic of what we're discussing.
It's taboo, apparently.
It's taboo, yeah. What's taboo? We need to do. Never mind it being taboo. We need to do. We need to start doing more. We need to start making not just children aware, but adults aware of what is going on in the media, the hidden agenda, the subliminal messages, the subtle messages, the actual blatant messages, which I mean, music videos in particular, does that mean adverts and so forth? If people cannot see it now, I'm sorry, but they'll never ever see it, will they?
And films.
Films, you know, that it goes on and on, but the thing is, we just want to be entertained, and because there's so much entertainment in our faces, we don't question it. And we think, just because it's in our faces, this is the only entertainment which we can get, when there's other stuff. I mean, like the music that we play on the show, like the likes of Anthony Hamilton, Blue, Zion, and other artists who play, who don't spit derogatory lyrics in their music. They don't have women prancing around in their videos, heels on, thongs up their crack of their ass, you know what I mean, tits out. They don't.
It's, you know what's weird, yeah, is my friends, a few of my friends, they were like saying, oh, do you watch this, do you watch that? And I'm like, no, I don't watch it. And they're like, and then obviously now, because I've moved and everything, they're like, oh, do you have a TV? I'm like, no. And I'm like, I haven't watched TV for like 2 years. Oh, what do you do for fun then?
There you go.
And I'm thinking, huh?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, my life ain't sad, you know, just because I don't own a TV. My life is actually really fun.
Much better.
It is much better, isn't it? I mean, we do quite a lot of things, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's only once in a while where we'll actually sit down and watch a movie, and even then we're always arguing about what movie to watch, which is why we don't watch it that often. Because people do get like really childish about these things, and they don't talk to people for years because of petty arguments like what movie to watch or what thing to watch on TV.
Yeah. It's just ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow. It astounds me though, because you know, I wouldn't say that I'm the cleverest person, but I've worked this out. I've worked it out. I've worked out that there's a group of men at the top who are pulling the strings of producers and directors, and these producers and directors are pulling the strings of these celebrities for them to act a certain role in a movie or in the music video or in a drama series or what. Their strings are being pulled. Remember, these people are just actors and actresses playing roles from the imagination of these directors, and a lot of the times these directors and producers have sick and twisted imaginations, so they portray it in a film.
Yeah.
Look at horror movies.
Oh yeah, exactly. I don't watch horror movies.
You know?
Yeah.
And the black man always dies first.
It's true.
And the woman with the heels runs and always trips over.
Do you know what? You know how you're talking about, like, you know, we're not the cleverest of people, yeah? But, you know, like, in a sense, like, you know, even people who seem to be intelligent and intellectual, and they go to uni and they've got this degree and that degree. Now, I was chatting to someone the other day who's studying law, and I'm not, look, I don't go on like I'm clever because I'm not, I'm a knowledge seeker though. And I was talking to her, like, and this just goes to show that, you know what, people who rely on these institutions to educate them will always be suppressed.
Yeah.
Because I started talking to her and I'm like, oh yeah, and I started talking about the SETA KB Act and all the things that we've been learning in our law lessons. And she was like, what?
Yeah.
What's that about?
Innit? Some of these university students are some of the most retarded of people. They are really stupid. And they pay for their stupidity. You pay to be stupid. Hello? Cracking. I love life.
It was just the way she was like, what's that about? When I was talking about the birth certificates and the treasury and everything that we've learnt about.
Oh dear. It's just that they take everything as gospel from the system, isn't it?
Exactly.
Everything. Without questioning.
It's weird, do you know, because I talk to some people and I'm saying like, oh yeah, my friend's teaching us this law thing. And do you know what they say to us? You know what some people have actually said to me? Has she got a degree? Oh. And I'm like, she don't need a degree. You know what I mean?
But I mean, we have to understand again, it's indoctrination.
Exactly. Yeah. But, you know, and then they sort of say, you know, we've talked about this before, and it's like, you know, when you talk to people and you start saying some information, whether it be about the law, whether it be about health, whether it be, a lot of them will say, but where's the evidence?
Yeah.
But they're not asking for the evidence from you, they're asking for the European person who proved it.
Yeah.
They won't take it if it's from a black or Asian or Chinese, possibly Chinese.
Black and Asians won't take it from a black and Asian
That's what,
person.
that's what I'm talking about, black and Asian people.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, they have to go to the European institutions to get clarification.
Not dissing the European institutions.
I'm dissing it. I'm dissing the European institution.
No, I mean, not dissing
I'm dissing it, right? You
not
know
the Europeans. I mean,
because
not
it
dissing the
teaches you how
Europeans.
to be a retard. It makes you pay to be retarded.
Not, I was meant to say not dissing the Europeans. I meant to say institutions.
No, in the institutions, that's what I'm saying. It teaches you how to be. Anyway, let's play some nice music.
Before we get in more trouble.
Yeah, before it costs.
Girl, I find it impossible for me to come and talk to you. Can we exchange and meet again? Something kind of magical. For me it's more than physical, it's spiritual. And I respect your way. Can we just talk for a minute? Can we just walk and hold hands? Girl, I do dig you and everything that comes with you, yeah. Some kind of wonderful, some kind of beautiful to me. Set like a ray of hope, shining through my front door. Are you for me? Girl, it's nice to finally meet again. So nice to see you. I've been wondering how you have been. Find you highly personable. That's why I have a thirst for you. Won't you let me in? Won't you let me in? Can we just talk for a minute? Can we just walk and hold hands? Girl, I dig you and everything that comes with you, baby. Some kind of wonderful, some kind of beautiful are you set like a ray of hope, shining through my front door. Are you for me? For a minute, can we just walk and hold hands? Girl, I do dig you and everything that comes with you, baby. Some kind of wonderful, some kind of beautiful to me. Shining through my front door. Are you for me? Wonderful, yeah.
You know, here on Innervibe we play music for the soul, and that was a nice soul tune by Anthony Hamilton, Some Kind of Wonderful. So we like to do it, nice vibes, positive vibes, soulful vibes. Indeed. On the Innervibe show
on S-Ence Radio
with Rosalind Blue
and Brother Harry.
Indeed. You got something to share with us, Rosalind Blue?
Oh yeah, it's for all of you. Definitely check out Gail Dines on YouTube. We went to one of her talks in November, and it was funny. Yeah. It was good. I mean, it was very educational, but it was funny at the same time. But she put a status up on Facebook, and she wrote, it made me laugh. She wrote, "Saw an old student of mine on Facebook who was dressed in Victoria's Secret scrap with a fuck me look on her face. Got me thinking about how third wave feminism talks about playing with fashion as a form of empowerment and creative play. Meanwhile, it seems that many young women all look like they have been produced by the same factory system. Our mothers were constructed as Stepford wives, and now our daughters are Stepford sluts. Both are lies, but shape identities to the point that women claim them as their own authentic selves."
Brap.
Yes, definitely. Big
up.
Real.
Big up Gail Dines for true, man. She just says it as it is, isn't it? No messing. Lots of profanity. Yeah. But yeah, says it as it is. Yeah, and adding on to that, another headlines from the Mail online. Parents call for £39,000 a year boarding school to be shut down as police launch investigation into alleged sex attacks on girls. Oh, what a surprise. I mean, come on. We're just surrounded by perverts. We're just surrounded by perverts who are teaching our children. I mean, teaching our children in schools. And what we did see the other day.
We've seen a lot.
Yeah, that. About that teacher in Birmingham.
Yeah.
He was picking up a 14-year-old, what?
15-year-old.
Meeting a 15-year-old in a hotel.
Oh yeah, and he got caught by by journalists who the police should be doing that job, not the journalist. I mean, shit.
Wow. Unbelievable. I mean, it's not unbelievable, it is believable because of the system that we're living under and the kind of freaks we have who are in control at the top levels.
Yeah.
Because they're perverted freaks who are getting away with things. They've got away with things for a long time now. Look at all the Radio 1 DJs from the 70s and 80s. Dave Lee Travis, who's the other idiot? Jimmy Savile and the other pervs. They've all just been done. Half of them are dead and they're being done. They're digging up and I don't know, they're dead. Why? The people knew at the time what was going on, but didn't do nothing about it. And I bet today still things are going on, but people are hush-hushing because they don't want to lose their job or they don't want to jeopardise their relationship with the BBC or with whatever organisation they're working with. Yeah. Come on, man. These are people's lives that we be dealing with.
Exactly.
The whole system, anyway, is just filled with debaucherized filth, parasitical, psychopathic criminals.
Yeah.
This is what and this is what we pay every day. We pay our taxes to these parasitical psychopaths. We pay our taxes to these freaks. We are, in all fairness, paying for children to be molested.
Indeed.
How does that sound to you guys? You really need to take a rain check on this,
when
because
you drop it like that.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because we're paying money to go to the cinema, paying £10 a time to watch a movie, and a lot of these directors are in on this shit. Hang on a minute. People need to fix themselves up, Time to fix up. If we really love our children, if we really love our human family, as people claim they do, then come on, man, we need to start educating ourselves. We need to be more informed. We are in the age of information. Get informed. Do your research. Stop being bone idle. Stop being damn lazy. And stop being retarded. Simple as that. Ain't no time for no games. No time for no little puppy dolls in it. Oh, it's all one consciousness. Everyone's here to learn, and yes, we are here to learn. Then go out and bloody learn, for God's sakes. Learn what's going on in the world. See what I mean? What is really happening, so we can put a stop to this disgusting, perverted, paedophilic behaviour. We need to put a stop to it. If we really want to vibrate on a high frequency as a collective of people, then we have to do the work ourselves. We have to be the change that we want to see in the world, and that means putting in the work, not just by sitting down and meditating on a mountaintop somewhere. That ain't gonna do shit. You need to put some work in.
Well, if we all did that.
If we all did that, then it'd be fine. But we're not doing it. So I mean.
I like how you done it. Meditate on a mountain.
Bloody hell, man. I'm sick of this, man. Gosh. I'm quite calm today, though, considering.
Are you?
Yeah, I feel quite calm. Even though I'm ranting a bit. I love a rant now and again, as you guys know.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's good to get some things off my chest. Yeah, man.
And then you can go meditate on the mountain after.
Yeah, so I can go and meditate on the mountain after. Shall I do that,
Which mountain?
When I go sleep tonight, innit?
Okay.
Yeah.
Make a mountain of pillows.
No. In my dream.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I get it now.
Yeah. Anywho. Right then. It's 20 to 9. We're going to close the show a bit early tonight. Because I'm tired.
Yeah.
I don't want to go and sleep.
So you're going to kick us out?
Yes. Kick a bit at the studio. No, I'm joking. No. We're going to play another tune and then come back here.
BCS. Monte. Nicolay. K. Brooklyn. MC. Netherlands. I like how y'all treat it. It's like a little world tour. One song. Like this. This is cool. The beat maker is here, known to warm it up as if April is near. No bunnies or eggs, never won a charade. When I return, the whole city throw a parade. Like Mr. P's back. I pity the fool that tests me to these tracks. Nicky Barnes on the backdrop, but if Tay hit the switch, he could make the ass drop. Today was a good one. BK's anti-hoodlum. Von P, the veggie you can't eat. You a shrimp scampi, raps can be. Crash the boards for mass applause. Ace any master course without a syllabus. Watermark my heart, you can't get as real as this. 10 years from now when Von P still in this. Nicolay and LB, that's ridiculous. I see 18, I see Fonte, I see Big Pooh, I see Knife, I see Nicolay, I see Comanche, I see Big Doe, I see Bird. Eccentric, I see Urel F, I see Sean Don, I see Flo, I see Median, I see Legacy, I see 3D, I see Joe, we all good to go.
Exchange featuring Von P, Von C's. Very nice track.
Nice beat.
Nice beat, yeah. Nice rhythm.
Not retarded.
Not retarded.
Not stupid.
Not stupid.
Not idiotic.
Not stupid.
Not foolish.
A quick announcement. On Saturday the 30th of March, here in Leicester, at the Clock Tower, there will be a bedroom tax march.
Very cool.
People have been forced to pay additional money for their extra rooms, innit? Tax.
Stupid.
But people are paying it.
Retarded.
Or else they get kicked out. It's a tough one, isn't it? It's a tough one, and this is why people have to get together. It's good that a march like this is going on. People really need to get together and really try to work something out on how best they can tackle this abuse and downright thievery from the system. Do you know what I mean? It's no good people just sitting at home watching EastEnders and Coronation Street and all the reality filth that's on the TV and America's top whore of a model and shit like that, and expect you expect to what? Expect to be free. Expect not to have their liberties taken away. Do you know what I mean? Because this is what is happening slowly. It's an incremental process. We are having our liberties taken away bit by bit. And you won't know it because it's doing it very slowly.
Yep.
Now, I'm hoping that this is going to be one example where people will get together, not go out and do any violent protest or be violent about it, but really get together to come to create a solution to all of this. If that means everybody getting together, writing a petition, so be it. Because there is millions of people across this country who are probably going to be affected by this. So why not each and every one of them come together? This is the perfect opportunity, I believe.
Yeah.
But will they? No, because they'll go shopping in Iceland for their MSGs and genetically modified foods, come back home, shove it in the microwave, wait till the microwave's finished, go ping, put it on their plate, and sit in front of the idiot box and get retarded down even further by EastBenders.
And then Coronation Street.
Coronation freaks. And all the reality bull crap on the television that they can muster and absorb into their subconscious and then get more retarded from that subconscious manipulation programming. Come on, man, it's time to fix up, man. I'm sick of this shit. And I do need to go meditate after this stuff.
With Martin at your pillows.
I'll go too, definitely.
Alright, anyways, I'm just gonna say holla to people and I'm out.
Yeah, for real. Yes, big up Mr. Lee. Hopefully we'll have him on the top of the hour coming and playing some nice, beautiful reggae on S-Ence Radio.
So stay tuned.
Big up Angel Heart, big up all the listeners, big up the technical man who's just come back from his holiday in Portugal. It was 16 degrees out there and he's come back to -2. Oh well.
Such is life.
Such is life. And life is a gamble, and this is what we're going to leave you with tonight.
Hotep homeless.
Right or wrong, this is my song, and I'ma keep on singing it till the world sings along. Even though I roll the dice too many times a night, I was told life, living my. Right or wrong, this is my song, and I'ma keep on singing it till the world sings along. Even though the road is long and narrow, it's a battle, but I was told life is a gamble. Hey yo, money makes the world go round, so put your bets down. Cause if it's my life, I always put my best out, it's all or nothing. Y'all be bluffing cause you stressed out, betting what you ain't got, sweating but it ain't hot. And out here, we bear it all like a tank top. Ask us, we ain't scared at all, we been shanked, shot, locked up, and ain't stopped risking what we live for. What's losing loot when you been poor? And who cares if you spend more? So what if you pitch raw? You just making the ratio smaller for us to get more. Life's a gamble with the odds on us. I'm just praying God evens it up, for he declares war. And so a loser swore blue was the victor. But I'm just like y'all, except I live my life wrong. I smile when they tell me to frown, and looking up when they tell me I'm down, because I'm living my. Right or wrong, this is my song, and I'ma keep on singing it till the world sings along. Even though I rolled the dice too many times a night, I was told life, living my. Right or wrong, this is my song, and I'ma keep on singing it till the world sings along. Even though the road is long and narrow, it's a battle, but I was told life is a gamble.
Life got me counting my blessings every second I get. Ain't got much, but it's more than what some people die to get. Little money I try to flip, and it goes so quick. And I'm sitting pissed cause I make small change for bigger sense. I take a whole lot of risk, and the older I get, the load still heavy. When trouble try me, I forever stay ready. I keep it steady in the belly of the streets, don't sleep day and night. Life is a gamble when there ain't no lucky streaks involved. It's all small to a big dog with big balls. I pick up the pieces wherever the chips fall. Call me a scavenger, stripping the bone clean. Where I'm from, just to eat, you gotta risk everything worth something. Pockets hurting, got me searching for a remedy. Enemies after my currency won't be the enemy. No, I know a lot of people that need a little help, but still in the game, play you with the cards dealt.
Right or wrong, this is my song, and I'ma keep on singing it till the world sings along. Even though I rolled the dice too many times a night, I was told life, living my. Right or wrong, this is my song, and I'ma keep on singing it till the world sings along. Even though the road is long and narrow, it's a battle, but I was told life is a gamble.
When I was born, I rolled 7 from the opening scene. Son of John and Irene, it's a beautiful thing. John and Shay's little brother, every day I discovered the potential of becoming who I'm hoping to be. If I hope and believe, at least that's what I was told. Watch days go by, new year, another roll. From there, man, I don't know, things wasn't the same. Got caught up in the game, it seems my luck changed. Seen snake eyes watching, side betting. Trying to say I won't make it, but I don't sweat them. Keep it all in perspective with life lessons. Spending days on the past line, trying to stretch them. Seen some homies crap out early, God bless them. I'll roll 12, I'll see you, no question. Till then, I'm finna rip these joints with a pen, trying to hit my point and be your boy track. Alright.
I'm trying to make do.
Yeah, I'm trying to make moves. I pop one pill, then it's time to take two. I smoke one blunt, then it's time to drink brews. When I'm fighting with myself and my mind is Babe Ruth. Life is a gamble, homie, so play right. One false throw, you rolling a snake guy. In the depths of the grasses where the snakes lie. I'm real to the core, so when a fake lie, I can read that. Kick back with a weed sack, I need that to relax my mind. Let it lean back, recline, let me read back my lines. Let me retract, rewind, let me relax your mind like some fine wine. It's the choices that you make that define time. The bright side can never be seen with a blind eye. If I'm walking by myself, I invite God, but I didn't have to use my right arm peeping. My soul's off, lost in the deep end with a heart so cold that it's hard as to see me. So tell Mom Dukes I'll be gone to the evening on a path to my purpose and a road to some meaning. I speak from the soul, if I spoke then I mean it. See God in myself, some folks never meet him. I'm far from the end, but I'm close to my freedom. I'm wishing, hoping, dreaming. Life is a gamble.
Things I live by.
You know, like